Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be listing the top 5 Atlanta Thrashers of all time. Obviously, the Atlanta Thrashers aren't a decorated franchise by any means, and obviously were defunct in the NHL in 2011 and only lasted less than 20 years, which is not good for any franchise. For my first selection, I have to go with Tobias Enstrom. He was drafted in 2003, all the way in the 8th round. So the fact that this guy even made the team is astonishing. He didn't make the team until 2007, where he was 6th in Calder voting, and he put up 38 points, 5 goals, 33 assists. His best season with the Thrashers was actually the last season in the Thrashers' existence, the 2010-2011 season, where he was at the age of 26. Tobias Enstrom in that season put up 10 goals, 41 assists for 51 points in 72 games. You have to remember that Tobias Enstrom is a defenseman, and for him to put up these type of numbers is astonishing. You also have to remember he never played for another NHL team, because when the Thrashers moved to Winnipeg, he stayed there until 2018, and now he's playing for Modo Hockey overseas. I believe in the SHL. But Toby Emstrom, played a total of 318 games and had 26 goals and 145 assists for 171 points. Just an overall solid defenseman. He was a really good two-way guy, and that 51-point season really showed that he could put up good numbers. For number 4, I have to go with the All-Star Danny Heatley. Obviously, he was drafted by Atlanta in the 2000 NHL draft, 2nd overall. Didn't play until next season. The German native didn't really put up amazing numbers for Atlanta until his 2nd season, where he had 41 goals, 48 assists, for 89 points in 2002, when he was just at the young age of 22. He was then traded to the Ottawa Senators, where he had his best seasons, had 50-goal seasons in Ottawa, just amazing seasons. But you can't forget that the All-Star did put up 67 points in his rookie season and won the Calder there. I think a lot of people forget that Danny Heatley actually won the Calder, because he was an All-Star all the time. But, obviously he did kill a guy when he was in Atlanta, and that was one of the main reasons that they traded him to the Ottawa Senators for Marian Hossa, who I will talk about later. For number 3, I went with Vyacheslav Kozlov. Kind of forgettable guy, but he was really consistent in his years with Atlanta. He joined the team in 2002 after stints in Buffalo and Detroit. He'd already established his name as a really good NHL player, having multiple 70 or 60-plus point seasons with the Detroit Red Wings. His best season with the Red Wings came in the 1995-96 season, which was the year that they, how do I put it? They basically won the President's Trophy, and they were the best team in the league, but they didn't win the Stanley Cup. These guys did. So he put up 73 points that year, by the way. So he joined Atlanta in 2003 and was there until the second last season, 2009-2010. And his best year came in 2006-2007, where he had 80 points in 81 games. Vyacheslav Kozlov was always super consistent and was even an All-Star in 2007. For number 2, I have to go with Marian Hossa. I know he didn't spend that much time with the Atlanta Thrashers, only from about the 2005-2006 season till about 2008 when he joined Pittsburgh and later played for Detroit and then won those Stanley Cups with Chicago, which was probably his most memorable years. But he did have a 100-point season and a 92-point season. A lot of people argue this is when Marian Hossa was at his peak as an NHL player because he would never put up 100 points after this or 90 points. I'm looking at his stats right now. Yeah, the closest he came to that after that was 71 points with the Red Wings. 77 points with the Blackhawks in 2012, which is amazing, don't get me wrong, but he had his best years in Atlanta. It was only 3 seasons, but still, the fact that he impacted the team so much, and even at Avalanche games, I see people wearing Marian Hossa Atlanta Thrashers jerseys. He was a very popular player, very good with Ilya Kovalchuk. He was an all-star, just an all-around amazing player to have on your team. And at number 1, I'm sure you expected this, Ilya Kovalchuk. Ilya Kovalchuk is obviously the best Atlanta Thrasher of all time, drafted in 2001. I'm sorry, that was really... I don't know why I said it like that. But anyways, Ilya Kovalchuk just kind of carried the team, honestly. He never had a 100-point season, but his best season came in 2005-2006, where he had a total of 98 points. And he would never come close to that. Where in 2008-2009 he had 91. He would leave the team in their second to last season, where he joined the Devils. Obviously, they tried to give him that massive contract that was worth that lasted 17 years. The NHL denied that, but he did. He is now on the LA Kings, but has been a healthy scratch, and they're probably going to trade him soon. He's probably going to go back to Russia, but actually in 2013 he went back to Russia to play for CSKA Moscow, I believe, or was it SK St. Petersburg? It was one of those teams. I believe it was CSKA Moscow, and then returned to the NHL in the 2018-19 season with the LA Kings. The LA Kings had just made the playoffs the previous year, but got knocked out in the first round by Vegas. So Kovalchuk only put up 34 points in his first season in 64 games with the Kings. Obviously wasn't good at all. Ilya Kovalchuk just is who I think of when people say Atlanta Thrashers. If they were to have retired numbers, it'd be probably Kovalchuk and maybe Kozlov or Marian Hossa, but I know Ilya Kovalchuk kind of has an ego, but he's still an amazing NHL talent, even today. If he didn't have that big contract, I would want him on the Avs as a really good third line guy, you know? At the age of 36, this season he has in 17 games, he has 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points. Not too good, but it's okay. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in next time. I don't know what I'll talk about, but I know this video is probably really bad and kind of hard to watch because of how bad my sentence structuring is. I just am a bit nervous. Have a wonderful day.